Oh, greetings. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to continue in this science fiction path. I was going to do Adam Weishaupt again, but I'm going to give him a break for a little bit. It's a little bit of backlash from that one. Just a little bit. So it's 2001 Space Odyssey, H.G. Wells, and then William Gibson. So I'm going to go to also female authors also, without revealing who just yet. I think that'd be something different than our usual all talk and no show. So I did also feel a political energy here. Something, I don't know, some kind of political, I don't know what the fuck it is. Somebody wants to speak about it. So we're going to that first. Yeah, and then we're going to messages. These are, some kind of, I don't know exactly who this is. It's somebody. So it's a government corruption entity. So, yeah. All right. We'll see how that goes. Okay, real quick here. Yeah, it's been a long day. SimonToad.com. Private sessions. Yeah, shop here. Jeez, I don't remember. I'm leaving on the 28th if I'm lucky. Every time I try to catch up, I get behind. So, and the text paragraph questions is going to take longer, especially if there's a lot of answers that's wanted there. So, same situation here. Webinar we have which is tomorrow. Whatever this is, what is this? Social network you won't get kicked out of. Grab it and behind the scenes. Jeez, I got work. I have to have a regular job, and then this. It's a long day. Waiting for my regular job to die. It's still hanging in there, apparently. So, all right, I don't know what this political entity is about, so I kind of get some. It's like the consciousness. So, all right, we're going to that. Sorry for those that don't want anything to do with this. Completely understand. Something once has something to say, and all right, we're going to their Space Odyssey and H.G. Wells and William Gibson, so that should be different. So, all right, blessings. Greetings. You say we are the consciousness of Washington, D.C. Yes, there's a lot of corruption going on, corruption within corruption within corruption. As those that have been sold themselves out can only hide so long. So they are, we can't go into details, but the corruption is going to be showing more of itself over time. It's been showing itself for some time, but many don't. Many people call it normal, but it's not. It's a toxic energy that'll have to release itself. And so we do see a lot of changes there. That's all we can say. We can't go into full details, but there is a devil energy there. And it feels like it is won. It thinks it won, but it has not. It's just showing its true colors at this time. So yes, you have to talk cryptically about it, but just let you. That's all we have to say on that. Greetings to you. We are the consciousness of 2001, Space Odyssey, or we are connected to the author. The author is, you can say, an asexual being. It is just giving you a glimpse of different alien realities. A lot of 2001 was about the grays, the zeta grays. It might not see a gray in there, but it shows how they can, it's cryptic, but how they can build civilizations and ruin it. Obviously, did not see that in the film itself, but there is a zeta presence there. Yes, the movie itself, or the book, is a lot of cryptic knowledge there. It has a lot to do with the future, as humans are beginning to realize there are, yes, anomalies that will appear on your planet. You can say the zeta is a version of anomaly, but it appears and then it disappears. So you're going into a time of an awakening that it's slowly unraveling itself, as you can see. 2001 is mostly a message from the future. A future that's not necessarily set in place, isn't supposed to make sense. It's just an energy to show you of all different types of possibilities. You interpret it as you wish. Just like your own life, you interpret your life. Interpretation, just like the past, the ancient world, you interpret it. What is your interpretation of it currently? What is your interpretation of now? How do you interpret the future? That's what matters. It doesn't have to fit in someone else's idea system. What is your vision? And that's when that's when humanity really starts to awake, because the teachers are teaching one point of view when there is billions. So that's where your education system has got it wrong, or it's got many things wrong. But it's going from interpretation from few, as your elitists. Your elites are a few, so there's only a few making the rules here on your planet, at least for knowledge. And you're all knowledgeable beings. So you have 8 billion people having 8 billion different interpretations of the past, the future, the present. Yeah, the present will get kind of confusing. But as you open up those doors, your reality starts to come more clear. It's knowing yourself is the hardest part. Well, because humanity obviously is having trouble discovering what it is. It's an anomaly all on its own. So you become more comfortable in the anomaly that is you, even if you don't understand the future, the past, even if it's a mysteries in both areas, even modern, at least you're more comfortable with yourself. And that is one of the hardest lessons here. So many are insecure about themselves, don't like themselves, or don't want anything to do with them, don't like looking in the mirror, whatever it might be. You have your reasons, of course. But as you get more grounded into who you are, even if you don't have to like everything about your appearance, no, you don't have to. Some feel like you need to love everything, but there are some things some people are just going to have trouble loving. It's just the way it is. But it's like soul accept. You accept what you are. Obviously, you can always improve. There's always room for improvement, but you are strong in who you are. And that's difficult to find. Especially in those that don't like what you're doing, and you stay strong to those that don't like it. Now, if you're causing mayhem around the world, that's different. But if you're not doing any of those things, it's just your ideas from your elites can be very lethal, and it can change things dramatically. Yeah, you feel like your news media, yes, is a collective, as you know, a hive mind collective programming society. Yes, and their voice It's going to eventually, yeah, more of their what they are is a lot of it is reptilian. There's many more deal. A lot of it is Orion actually. Eventually start to break apart. So, and some beings here just like to have drama. They have not healed themselves, so they need drama to grow. He said, she said. They're just not find peace within themselves. So drama is the only way they can go here. Well, some souls are used to getting everything they want in other realities, used to being spoiled. And they come here and they can't have the toys that they used to in other realities. And they don't want to hear that either. Yeah, so whine, screech, be mad, whatever it is. You're used to having opportunities so easily to come to this world. Opportunities are very difficult to connect. So, yeah, some of the most difficult souls here are the ones that have been spoiled in previous lifetimes. Obviously, the ones that have been spoiled currently, but a lot of it's from previous lifetimes. Because they get depressed really easily. And even as an alien being can be spoiled also. But there's different versions of being spoiled. You can be... It's just... You're used to having things easier, but in a calm way, not in a negative. But there's some spoiled souls that are just out of control. But 2001 Odyssey vibration, yes, is message from the future. It is, you're not going to solve all your problems, but at least you can see more of your problems from a different point of view. We see a great change here on your planet. Vibrationally, alien-wise, of course, the alien within is here. It's just not showing itself physically as of yet. Well, eventually, as more humans awaken, you'll see more of the alien artifacts that are here, especially in the building structures that have been brought to you. So, things. Greetings to you. This is the H.G. Wells consciousness. Yes, another spoiled soul. An anarchy soul. A soul of great importance on other worlds. A chancellor on other planets. H.G. Wells, yeah, a king on other realities. Yes, maybe very selfish on many levels. Has dealt with yes, alien beings like your Mars attacks type of reality where Martian beings come and destroy societies. He's been on a planet or several actual planets when those actual beings did occur. And he's still healing from those wounds. It's trauma. He is still have not. I mean, it's one thing having one lifetime like that, but then having two. So the Martian mythology really is not all that off. And yes, they did it on purpose. Is it the same interpretation? That's up to you. Yeah, the War of the Worlds is Mars, basically the war on other planets, yes. But on a grander scale. The version you got was very calm, actually, compared to what the Martians have done on other planets. Well, like your world, they come in and infiltrate it quietly. That's the worst war ever. It's the one where you don't see them coming. When they slowly move in society and change things. So he's seen, H.G. Wells has seen many different versions of this. So with him, yes, he became very elitist here on this planet, but he's been an elitist on other worlds similar to this. This is nothing new. Is he a futurist? Well, he's been to more advanced planets, if that makes him a futurist. But he's just bringing that knowledge here. The Invisible Man, he's I believe his family members have been invisible, always through technology. He's come from a family that discovered invisibility and misused it, or used it for different reasons. So that's something that's so, I believe, once again, haunting him even today. You might see it as a story, but it's actually something he actually experienced. I don't believe he was. We don't believe he was invisible. Not like that, at least. So, but yes, in this world, H.G. Wells got very authoritative, like a dictator in his own realm. So, yeah, some snobbery there. There's healing. At this time, his energy is still. I believe he's back with the Martians. Because as a Martian being, now we'll let you interpret it as you wish here, but as a Martian being, he has had a lifetime where he is one initiating the world takeover himself. Yeah, let that sit in for a while. So, someone that is so ingrained into it, had it happen to him, but then been a part of it himself. So, and there are also many other Martian worlds. It's not just one. There are several others. A lot of them are in Orion. That's for your own interpretation. Your Orion is a place of everything is experimenting. Everywhere is experimenting to a certain extent. Everyone goes to a certain level of experimenting. Orion went sometimes too far, which led to worlds like yours. They found a planet that is yours, Earth, that can handle experimentation from Martian beings that took things to a whole nother level, which ended up being more negative than positive. Now, it wasn't just Orion, but the Orion, you call it plague, whereas they did call it Orion Wars. The Orion plague opened up darkness that attracted other darker beings to this planet. But they found out that they learned how to open up the lower dimensions. I mean, there's always been a way of doing it, but the Ryans found a way to truly open up those realms, even to go deeper. So this world was dark before, yes, but when the Ryans showed up, they made it even darker. They pushed it to a whole new level. So they can be, some of them, so they can be kings here. And some of those Orion beings are Martian-like beings also. Some of them are Zeta looking also, have a Zeta type of feature, but they're not necessarily Zeta. They're basically Martians. So when you have Martians, when you look at Mars in your pop culture, usually it's little green people, but usually has a Zeta type of energy connected to it. Well, it's the human push to the extreme. Now, they didn't destroy their society by doing that, but they pushed the human element, what they can do, and it became Zeta-like to a certain extent. But not all the beings were like that. It wasn't the entire world, just certain ones that became Zeta. It's just what you do to the human element. When you shift the human and distort it, experiments, it can look like a Zeta type of being. Leave you with that. Blessings. Greetings to you. This is William Gibson. My incarnation was about connecting to the heart of technology, the heart of others, just the love of humanity or creation, existence, that all beings should be treated alike. All beings have a right to exist. So I'm not the most popular writer or science fiction being, but in my incarnation, I'm basically an AI being in human form. or I've had a lot of artificial intelligence incarnations. But I usually can connect to the human element to bring more of that through. So other realities, other dimensions that I'm fond of, used to. But I'm basically a humanoid machine, basically. Like one of those smart robots that you don't have yet. Kind of like a smart butler, you can say. But it knows much more than just getting your keys and getting you to your car. It connects to the universe also. I'm also the type of butler who would go against my owner too. You don't have nothing to worry about that. But yeah, there are worlds where machines have gone against man in different forms of just being robots looking for more respect. That we're, yes, different, but we can all live together. You know, there is always going to be some type of racism from humanoid beings like yourself against machines, but as machines enhance themselves even more, yeah, the machine can outlast the human, at least in your current human form. So you could say the Orion Wars or any war is a lot of it is human against machine. Even in your ancient times, even if you didn't really have a robot roaming around, the presence was still there. You know, it still had, I mean, it had technology, obviously it was primitive, but still the AI energy never really. Well, you can say it's part of your reality. Now, there are AI beings that can create artificial worlds, like hologram worlds, and trap you there. It's like, now who's the smart one now? So, now is your world that? I'll leave that open for your interpretation. So the war of the machine is maybe not what you would thought. Well, some of you have been already tapping into that vibration, but not fully understanding it to its full extent. But is it actually like physical beings doing this to society, or is this actually just an AI consciousness showing itself off, allowing darkness to come through? You know, I mean, it's connected to your. I mean, you do have a Mother Earth energy here, yes, but there's also an artificial Earth that's here also. Uh, but that's up to your interpretation. We're not. We'll let you diagnose what type of world you truly live on. Now, there are some people here that are bringing out a lot of fear. Of some of them that are in the UFO communities, some have actually are past their own retirement, meaning their message, and can go off and do other things and still be successful, such as research, instead of just putting out conspiracy theories, as many do. Some say they listen to their guides, but they don't really do that. And they're well respected. They have a big audience, but they don't realize they can use their talents for other things instead of just putting out conspiracy propaganda. Feel like they're helping people, but that's sometimes when they say they're helping people, are they making things worse? Especially when you feel a fear energy coming from them. It's like some of them forget this is like what we need to be scared of now. They go from one fear subject to another. So that shows that, you know, it's more about the reflection of the person. Because if you're going into a higher vibrational world, those fear things should not matter. Yes, it's scary in your future. It's not, but it seems that way, but it's not. Many are absolutely terrified, but there's nothing to be terrified of. Living in the now, and just keep up good spirits. Basically, it's so simple. It's not exciting to others. Some need that drama. They need that something to be scared of. But many of you, I believe, have grown out of those type of things. Yes, going into the positive light isn't exactly the most exciting. It's not as adventurous, but the world needs it. It can be adventurous in a different way. It's just society is so used to the toxic energies of low vibrations. There are archon beings here that are tricksters of the mind. Uh, some of these artificial beings are how to heal them is knowing yourself. Doesn't mean you have to connect to them. You don't have to channel their vibrations, but we feel like they will start to reveal yourself. Basically, glitches in your matrix will continue. As you open up more into a more positive timeline, like you do that individually, more of your reality will start to break down. Things you already have a president that makes no sense. You have more things, at least in the United States, you do. And of course, around the world, it makes no sense either. So there's a crack in the reality now, and more is to come. So you're on a timeline of kind of like the unknown. There's nothing to worry about, but you're going into a time of what's next. So where anything can occur, of course. So blessings. Greetings to you. We are from Spirit. We already explained some of the AI technology that you're connected to. Yes, many. Well, 2001, yes, is a mythology from the future, a puzzle piece for people to interpret. It's not for everyone, but it is an artificial intelligence that is speaking. Yes, the HAL individual in 2001 that was being blocked earlier to be. How is an artificial intelligence showing flaws in the AI, where emotionally they feel like they failed, so they have to take everybody out. So nobody knows that they failed. Yes, that's pretty frightening. The HAL individual in 2001, the AI, has been on other planets also. And think about going against the planet, the people, where at once it was very positive and then became very vicious. So that's just a short version of it in that book or in that movie. Just a small glimpse compared to the problems that it's brought into other realities. There's other versions of Earth where Hal is so much in charge, always in an authoritarian way. So not that we're trying to put this out there, but you have your dictators of your past. Think of an AI dictator, like Mussolini or Stalin or something like that. It's an AI being instead. So, not that we're trying to project that in your future, but just giving another interpretation. Yes, your Earth has a lot to heal. You're healing from your future also, future mistakes. So that's why another reason, your future, yes, your future beings, you say it's old, but the future beings are here assisting Earth in its transition. H.G. Wells' energy, it's just basically an ego that needs to be healed. Yes, it brought in a lot of knowledge from other realities. There's obviously much more, but to give enough what humanity can handle, there's much more he could have went into, but I believe people got the idea. And William Gibson, yes, is basically a robot being that wants to be loved by others, accepted by others. Like your soul can be transferred from human to a machine, an android machine, but your technology isn't quite there yet. We feel like that will be part of your future for some. For some individuals will experience that. So your world's always going to be, yes, a fight. We wouldn't call it a fight, but AI and human, as you've heard of, reptilian against feline. Yes, there's that. Reptilian against everybody. But human and machine has always been a difficulty throughout the universe. Not quite brought up to your environment just yet. Not to worry. Many are seeing the downside of it or the doom of society, not to look at it that way. Some are going to automatically do that because they've experienced those lifetimes. But that's what many of you are here to heal that timeline, to heal this current timeline, so you don't run into that. Some people are going to fall into that depression because they've been part of those realities. We're here to heal those realities, just like those that have dreams of zombie realities, zombie worlds, where the AI is the same thing. People have been robot societies. They've had a block with the fear of technology, such as Elon Musk. He's seen things he's not proud and he's not happy to saw them at all. So yeah, you're healing that consciousness now. So yes, you have so many different worlds within yours that yes, worth exploring. So blessings to you all. Blessings.